Okay, so now I'm going to talk to you guys about using the articles and databases in the library. You should have gotten a preview for this in your IDS 110 class, but I find a lot of the time the students, they were pretty crowded in the room and there was a lot of information and sometimes they just needed it slowed down a little bit. So I'm going to do a quick and dirty sort of slowed down version of this. All right, so the first thing you want to do is go to libraries.missouri.state.edu. All right, and that gets you here. And then you're going to click on articles and databases. Now, here's why I want you to use articles and databases rather than books. A, you don't have enough time to read a bunch of books. B, most of the time in your career as a student, you aren't going to have time to read a lot of books. All right, so using articles and databases is shorter and also has a lot of good research. So my suggestion for your college career is to try to do as much current research as you can. Choose topics that are current that don't have a lot of new books written about them. That way you don't have to read a lot of books. At least that was the secret of my success most of the time. All right, so then you're going to go to articles and databases. So we got a bunch of different articles and databases. You can use a general article database, and so Academic Search Complete's a really good one. All right, but you can also look if you're looking for a specific topic or a subject. So if you do that, then let me scroll down. You can get to the databases by subject. All right, and you'll see that you can click on just science. And if you go to just science, then it's got a bunch of different article databases. So biological abstracts, consumer health complete, etc., etc. For us, the Science Reference Center might be a good one. The Science Direct e-journal collections, also probably a good one. All right. And, but also the Academic Search Complete, which sort of is this enormous database of different sources. All right, so I'm going to use that one as our quick and dirty, but be aware there are other options available for you. So I'm going to click on Academic Search Complete. All right, and you're going to get to this page. I'm going to try to shrink it a little bit so that you can see most of the pieces parts. There you go. All right, so here's where your search term is. All right, and then you can have the opportunity to limit it. So my first suggestion is to limit it to full text. All right, here's why I want you to limit to full text. There is nothing more frustrating than finding exactly what you want and you can only find the abstract. The abstract is a summary of the original research, and it's inevitable that when you really want to find the thing, only the abstract is available and it's a miserable endeavor trying to get a hold of it. All right, now be aware sometimes you will be asked to pay for research. As a student, you should never, ever, 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 ever pay for research. Ever. I cannot emphasize this point enough. All right, so should you run into something like that, go to the Garnett Library, walk yourself over to one of the nice librarians, and they will help you find the research without paying for it. This announcement brought to you by the letter A. All right, so click on full text. Okay, I also encourage you to click on scholarly peer-reviewed journals. Maybe not initially. Sometimes it's good to get sort of a broad sense of what you're looking for and then focus. But it's never a bad idea to have peer-reviewed journals because that way you know for sure it's good science. All right, and then you can go to your search term. So I'm going to do Americium. Americium, because I can spell. And I'm just going to search that. Ooh, and I've got 356 possible things I could read. So, protraction of Americium through supported liquid membranes. Oh my God. Calcium ionophore as very effective extraction agent for trivalent europium and Americium. This is way above my head. A novel approach for extraction of plutonium and Americium from aqueous complexing media. So that's fun. All right, so you might in that case go back. Americium. Full text. Not scholarly peer-reviewed journals. All right, and I get sort of the same stuff. That's unfortunate. All right. Scroll on down, look to see if any of this is words that I could understand. That is really a lot of full science. This one's got pictures though, but I don't understand any of those words. We're using that one. No science. Oh, good, except it's in Russian. There's nothing like that. Okay, so there, actually, I lie. Journal of the Serbian Chemical Society is where it's published. All right, so interesting information. So you can see who the authors are, right, who the where it was published, always a good thing. All right, here are the subject terms, so other things that are in the topic are not just americium, but also europium, stability, calcium solvent, all right, etc. Now, on the left-hand side here, it has the PDF full text. I encourage you, whenever possible, to download the PDF full text. All right, and here's why. When you download the PDF full text, what you get is exactly what's on the page. It is as if you went and pulled the journal off of the shelf, put it on a copier, and went plink, plink, plink with your dimes, and you made a bunch of copies. All right. Always a good idea to do that. All right. Now, I also suggest anytime you find a source that you're interested in, print it out. Don't try to save it. Don't try to chase it down. Don't copy down the link because you'll never get back to it. It's inevitable. If you think you're interested in reading it, kill a tree, print it out, and then read about it. All right, so if I'm looking at this one, let's see if I can make this bigger. The answer is no. There we go. All right, I can read the abstract. Now the abstract, again, is just a summary of the original source. All right, and so that's how you can tell whether or not this is a source that has the information you want. You shouldn't have to read the whole thing. You can just read the abstract and be like, yeah, this has information that might be useful to me. Solvent extraction of micro amounts of europium and americium from water into nitrobenzene by means of a mixture of hydrogen dicarboxyl cobaltate and calcium ionosphere 1, marked as the ligand L, was investigated. Dude, I don't know what any of these words are. I think maybe I'm not going to study americium. And that's sort of how you decide to do science, right? And how you decide to do research is you're like, yeah, okay, the research here is more than I know about, right? And then you go back and you find other sources. Now, if I really wanted to do that though, if I'm like determined I want to do americium, what I might do is, not do something in the articles and databases. I might just go and quickly look up Wikipedia just so I can get a sense of what do all these words mean. And then once I have a better understanding of it, then go back into the data. Okay, so maybe this isn't, the best source for me. So I go back. Extraction from carbonic, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go to the next. Impact of ionic liquids on europium and americium extraction by an upper rim phosphorylated chalazarine. Also, you'll notice being done largely by Russians. Interesting. It was published in the Journal of Radioanalytical and Nuclear Chemistry. All right. And more words that I don't know. All right. This isn't going to happen to you. You're going to choose something easier than americium, clearly. All right. The addition of the ionic liquid, trihexyl tetradecyl phosphonium hexafluorophosphate, increases the europium distribution coefficient by values ranging from twofold to more than 2 orders of magnitude at ionic liquid concentrations of 1 and 50% respectively. And this does not tell me what I want to know, which is, what the hell do we use americium for? All right, so this is just a quick and dirty of how to use and how to get to the EBSCO host. I encourage you to use these. I also encourage you to practice using the cited references, which is super handy. This is one of the better things about using the articles and databases. And it's actually not over there, it's over here under Cite. So you click on Cite, and you'll see it gives you the citation formats. It gives you an ABNT, AMA, Harvard Australian APA, and MLA. And there you go. That's how you cite this in the text. This is a super handy thing to do for all your research papers, is to have access to the citations. You should learn how to do citations by hand, but that's not really the purpose in this class, but in the next class it will be, and so this is a quick shorthand. You will still have to be able to check it against the book because citation formats change. Be aware. So there you go. Other things for you to know in the articles and databases. You can use the coordinating conjunctions to help you find things. So if I wanted to know something like Marie Curie and feuds. I don't know if that's true. I'm making that up. I'll see if there's something out there. So there's psychoanalyst. My initial search query did not yield any results. All right, we found some other things. So legacies, and this has nothing to do with what I'm looking for at all. And that's the problem with science. Really with research, it really is just a series of doing things wrong until you find what you're looking for the right way. And because, to its own self, research is its own science. Let's see. Hahn and Meitner feud. In German. All right, and look for the full text. The unverified letters of Edith Hahn and Liza Meitner about Dr. Clara Haber. That's fun. And the present contribution contains previously unpublished letters by Clara Haber's contemporaries. They were written within 2 weeks of her tragic suicide. Interesting. So you could do that and use your Google Translate. Right? Lots of cool things that you can be able to find and do in your research. Let me know if you have questions. I'm happy to answer. And again, we will just be doing a lot of emailing and questioning. Thanks. Bye.